You're not late, you're not early, you're very much on time. Maybe you need to read this today, maybe not. I tried to find out who the original writer is, and found different versions, but I believe it's something we can all relate to. So here it goes. New York is 3 hours ahead of California, but it does not mean that California is slow, or that New York is fast. Both are working based on their own time zone. Someone is still single, someone got married and waited 10 years before having a child. There is another who had a baby within a year of marriage. Someone graduated at the age of 22, yet waited 5 years before securing a good job. And there is another who graduated at 27 and secured employment immediately. Someone became CEO at 25 and died at 50, while another became a CEO at 50 and lived to 90 years. Everyone works based on their time zone. People can have things worked out only according to their pace. Work in your time zone. Your colleagues, friends, younger ones might seem to go ahead of you. Maybe some might seem behind you. Don't envy them or mock them. It's their time zone. You are in yours. Hold on, be strong, and stay true to yourself. All things shall work together for your good. You are not late. You are not early. You are very much on time. You are in your time zone. In the article, 50 famous people who failed at their first attempt at career success, we see some amazing famous examples. One of the most interesting ones is Albert Einstein, who was considered mentally handicapped, slow and antisocial by his teachers and parents, as he did not speak until he was 4 and did not read until he was 7. I guess he did pretty well at the end, don't you? I started walking when I was 8 months and 2 weeks old. Well, according to the rumors, I was standing against the couch and, suddenly, I was off and running, not even walking, and never stopped after that day. I found my soulmate when I was 20 years old. 1 year later, we were living together. We got married when I was 26, 15 years being the extreme of what a workaholic can be. I never felt was the right time for having a baby, was always the right time to work. Became a mother at 38, and yes, that was the perfect timing for me at the end. By the way, I have twins. What means I made 2 babies in the time needed to make one. That was my time zone, where everything is so intense and tested to the limits to try and get the best we can from our efforts, always. As I said, I have twins, Leo and Carol. And talking about this important baby milestone, walking, Leo started walking in the week they turned 1 year old, and Carol gave her first independent steps 6 weeks later, despite entire world saying girls start walking before boys, and her own mother having the history of starting walking before 9 months. Most important is that both Leo and Carol seem to be pretty comfortable with their own time zones, and also their parents were, to respect their differences and admire the beauty of it. I have a list of at least 100 things I'm slower than others, improved some already. During these 4 decades of learning, will keep working on it, on my pace, to be better than myself, to myself. Compare yourself to yourself, or the yourself you want to become. Didn't work out as you planned? Start over, reinvent yourself. It's always time. It's always the